Hello and welcome back to our Save a Seat series here on Patreon. If you are listening to this, that means that you are supporting more to make opportunities reachable for everyone, and you are allowing us to continue our internship program, which allows young people to build their portfolios and learn how to make their own opportunities happen. So thank you for saving a seat with us. I am joined today by an Issue 8 contributor. We are continuing our Issue 8 Beauty series where we dive deeper with our contributors about what their pieces mean, how they all came together, and how more has helped them teach other people how to make opportunities more reachable. So welcome back, Lauren. Thank you for joining me again.
Oh, anytime. Thank you.
So for those of our guests that did not listen to the Spotify episode, which if you didn't, you should pause this right now and go listen to that first, and then you can come back. But for those of them who didn't, will you just reintroduce yourself, what you do, who you are?
Yeah. Hello again and welcome back. Or if you're new here, my name is Lauren Dodrill. I am the director of marketing at Counterpart. We do custom software. So anything you can think of, we can build it. I gave a couple examples in the last episode. You should check it out. But anywhere from apps, when you go to a login, we're behind that portal, hardware, software. If you think it, we build it.
Yeah, and your piece, which we talked about before, was really amazing. You guys made this software in collaboration with Marlon Jackson, a former NFL player, to it's called Building Trust, to build social emotional learning in kids who are in school, because as we all know, social emotional learning is just becoming more of a thing in schools. We're reinforcing it in kids now. So if we can make it more accessible and more fun, that is what your software is doing. So it uses football and achievement tokens and things like that to make kids want to talk about their feelings and things like that. So I love it. It's very exciting. If you want to check it out, make sure to do that. Read our article in issue 8, listen to our last episode. You get the idea. But today in our dive deeper, we are going to talk a little bit about what your experience was like, both being interviewed and what this piece has meant for you. So let's start with, were you interviewed by Ariana for this piece? How did that kind of come together?
Yeah. So she was really great. It was so seamless. All she did was she emailed us, Marlon and I, and asked some questions, and we just simply just typed it back and wrote it back. What I really and asked for some pictures too. So we sent that, and then somehow you guys did magic, and we have a magazine now. So super easy and so smooth. I think oh my gosh, when we sent this, one thing I really loved is, so when we partner with this stuff, I don't ever didn't tell Marlon, bring Counterpart up, do all this stuff. It could be all about you. And just seeing some of the stuff he said, and then being able to not only, I'm in marketing, so I'm out talking to people all the time, but our developers, which they love it. That's why they're developers, but they and our designers like to crawl in their hole, put their headphones on and do their thing. And they're not, out too much in the world seeing the impact. I mean, they hear from it, but being able to take this story and say, hey, you're making an impact too. You're not just writing code. You're not just, I don't how people, they do that stuff, but this is what you're doing. You're changing lives. And when I got the article and I sent a link to the team, they were just blown away. We did that? That. Yeah. This is you may be writing code, but you're changing, we do other stuff. We help, feed the world and save lives. And that includes kids. And so it got them really re-energized, seeing that. And then also the questions that you all asked were so unique. It wasn't this and every question that we or Marlon ever gets asked, even if we've heard it for the 100th time, it needs to be told. But the stuff, it was so intentional and unique. And I don't know, I don't think I told one of our partners this, I don't think I've ever seen or read Marlon as excited as he was. I think this is the most, you could tell in the stuff, whenever we got the emails back and forth, he was so, he was hyped and he loved it. And I don't know if you guys saw, but he was sharing on his email, his social media, and blasting it out. And I was just we were so blown away. It was just, I feel like it got him energized. And I saw him at a breakfast the other day, and he was just so stoked. It was great. I've just never seen you tell it got his like he was pumped too. Like and then he adored it. Like it was so I've never seen him talk about it the way he talked about it with you guys. You could tell it just really you guys asked the right questions. It was great. It made my heart literally I could not I think I've read it like 5 times. It was I loved it.
Yeah, and I love that you said the word intentional because that is like absolutely one of the goals that we strive for when we tell people's stories and when we curate these pieces that we put together. Like it truly is a group effort to be so intentional about
Mhm.
asking the right questions and telling the stories that other people aren't going to tell so that
Mhm.
the people that don't see themselves represented in popular media suddenly
Mhm.
do and they
Mhm.
feel so heard and so seen.
Mhm.
And it is very special that everybody from the programmers, from the people writing the code, all the way to Marlon, who founded this himself,
Mhm.
see the impact that they're making and that
Mhm.
they're truly making a difference.